going on, guys? Today, man, you already know what it is. It's another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today, we're going to be battling my boy Josh, the Pokemon Cartel. Josh is a good guy. Josh is my friend. You guys check out Josh's channel after this battle, alright? Anyways, Josh challenged me during one of my live streams. I'm actually using a team that I like a lot. It's these Pokemon seem to work together pretty well. I got the Rapid Spinner Starmie, I got the Mega Venusaur, I got the Mamoswine, the Scarf Chomp, the Rotom, the Reuniclus Sweeper. I'm liking this team a lot. It's one of the only teams that I put together randomly that seem to work together very nicely. So, because most of my teams are put together randomly, I try to switch it up a lot. So these Pokemon are, a lot of my teams are just random Pokemon that I just grab because I want to use something different. But this team right here, I might use this as a proper team. My man Josh has some threatening Pokemon on his team. He has that Lucario, that Talonflame is always going to be a threat, but I do have the Rotom for that. He has the Excadrill, and he has the Espeon, which I haven't seen yet in 6th Gen, to be honest. Nobody's using Espeon that much. But obviously this could be a problem because my hazards, no! Anyways, he's going to go ahead and lead off with the Espeon. I actually thought he might want to lead off with the Mamoswine and try to get his hazards immediately, which is why I actually lead off with my Venusaur, because I plan to Mega Evolve and, you know, get the thick fat ability so he wouldn't be able to do it much. Oh my lord, my phone. So he wouldn't be able to do much to me with ice attacks, but he actually leads straight off with the Espeon, and I do not want to take a Psycho Shock here or anything. So I just switch right to my Mamoswine, and he actually goes straight for the Reflect, which is pretty good because you guys are going to see the attack he goes for later does more than half to me. And he definitely would have been able to 2-hit KO my Mamoswine, and that would have been all bad. But I'm actually going to be able to get off an Earthquake here. And he sets up both of his screens, and he actually had a pretty good strategy here, I can't lie. His strategy is to set up the screens and then try to set up his Mega Lucario. But luckily for me, like I said, he didn't attack on the switch, so I'm actually able to potentially kill this Espeon before he kills me. But you guys are going to see right here, he actually does end up switching out, and he actually goes out to his Rotom here. And I go straight for the Ice Shard, like I said, just trying to take out that Espeon. I guess he's saving it for Death Fodder. But I'm not quite sure about that. He allows me to get at my Stealth Rocks here. Obviously, he could have prevented that if he just stayed in and then killed me off, you know, after coming back in with a different Pokemon. But he didn't do that. He actually burns me. And like I said, he has a plan here. His plan is to, under the Reflect, and under the, you know, under me being burned, his plan is to try and set up with this Lucario here. So he burned me, and he set up the Reflect in order to stop me from doing a lot of damage to his Lucario. And I actually went for the Icicle Crash. Obviously, that's not going to do that much at all. But like I said, his plan here is to Mega Evolve, go for the Nasty Plot, and I guess try to wreck my soul after going for the Nasty Plot, because you guys are going to see this Earthquake does absolutely nothing after the burn and the Reflect. It does like 35%, and that is definitely not enough. He actually could have set up another Nasty Plot. I was thinking about that, but now that I think about it, it doesn't really make sense for him to do that. But then again, if he did predict my Ice Shard, he could have done that, but that would have been risky. He would have been left with like 20% if I had wanted to go for the Earthquake instead of the Ice Shard. So he's just going to take me out with the Aura Sphere, and obviously I'm going to live that. No, I'm kidding. I die. And I don't really have many options here. I kind of have to go out to my Garchomp here. Seeing as how my Garchomp is the only Scarf Pokemon on my team, the only Pokemon on my team faster than this Lucario. Venusaur probably could have lived a hit from this thing, but there's really no reason to go out to Venusaur and let it take damage when I do have the Scarf Chomp. I thought he might want to switch out to his Excadrill or his Rotom, but he actually stays in. I guess he wasn't expecting the Choice Scarf, and he actually told me that he wasn't expecting the Choice Scarf after the battle. So that's good for me because I get rid of that threat. I knew it was probably most likely that he wouldn't switch out, considering he did take all the time to set up that Lucario. So now I'm gonna go out to my Reuniclus as he brings out his Rotom, because I thought he might want to go for the Will-O-Wisp. And yeah, my Reuniclus obviously has the Magic Guard, so Will-O-Wisp completely unaffects Reuniclus. And I'm going to go straight for the Trick Room. I thought he might want to go out to this Talonflame, but then again, I didn't think he would switch directly to it, because had I gone straight for the Psychic, I could have definitely killed that thing. But either way, it doesn't really matter to me, because my thought process here is I can definitely take a Brave Bird, because I do have some defense EVs and I have max HP almost. And I can take his Talonflame out with the Psychic, and then I knew he'd most likely go out to his Mamoswine afterwards. So I was thinking I could live a Nice Shard from 44 HP, just considering the, you know, the bulk I have on this Reuniclus. So I take out his Talonflame. Obviously, it's not really a problem considering I do have my Rocks up, and you know, that thing is at half health. But he sends out his Mamoswine, and it actually ends up taking me out with the Ice Shard, and I was really surprised. I didn't calc the damage that the Ice Shard would do, but I was still surprised because Reuniclus is a fairly bulky Pokemon, and I had a decent amount of HP left. But anyways, I just kind of forgot how powerful Mamoswine was. But anyway, since the Trick Room is still up, I'm going to be able to go out to my my Rotom here, go straight for the Hydro Pump. He doesn't really have much to switch into this Hydro Pump except for his own Rotom, but he actually does not do that. He just lets his Mamoswine die. He probably definitely should have switched out to his Rotom. But here, since the Trick Room is up and his speed IV is probably better than mine, he's actually going to go for the Will-O-Wisp and miss. It's not going to end up mattering because I don't even think my Rotom comes out anymore during this battle. But anyways, I go straight for the Volt Switch. The miss didn't matter because this thing is just going to die anyways. I actually calculated how long the Trick Room would stay up so that when I sent out my Garchomp, the Trick Room would end, and I actually end up taking out his Rotom with my Garchomp's Outrage. He's actually going to go out to his Excadrill now, and the Outrage is going to get a critical hit, which is pretty unfortunate. So I'm actually kind of hacking him a bit here. He missed the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm going to get the critical hit with the Outrage. But like I said, I pretty much have the battle won. His Lucario's gone, his Talonflame's gone, his Rotom's gone. There's not really much he can do to me. I do have my Mega Venusaur still waiting in the back here. So regardless, I don't think he had a chance after I took out his Rotom. Even though my Mega Venusaur does wall his Rotom regardless, but the fact that he didn't Rapid Spin made it a little bit more difficult for him, considering his Talonflame died so much more easily than it should have. But anyways, he's gonna take me out because I was locked in the Outrage and whatnot. And the Starmie Sweep is here. He doesn't have, like I said, his Rotom is gone. His Rotom would have been gone regardless. His Talonflame would have been gone regardless. So no matter what, as long as those two Pokemon are gone, my Starmie is free to sweep here. Obviously, the Excadrill is going to go down to the Ice Beam. I could have went for Hydro Pump had he not gotten the critical hit with the had I not gotten the critical hit with the Outrage. But anyways, like I said, the Starmie sweep is here. All he had left was Espeon and Excadrill there. So he really had nothing for my Starmie left. So at the end there, all he did was switch into his Espeon. Like I said, he hadn't gotten rid of the rocks, so he died from the Stealth Rock damage. So that was a good game, Josh. Definitely better than the other battles we've had. Josh is getting better every day. It's evident. It's very evident. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll be back with another Wi-Fi battle soon enough. And I also plan to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 16th. Today being the 15th if you're watching this video today. So make sure to check out my live stream tomorrow morning because it should be amazing because I have a lot of different Pokemon now. I've been grinding all week just trying to make these new Pokemon. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and peace.